Hi, my name is Delmarshae Walker. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a great day today. For the last couple of days, I've been hearing the term, the devil has came to kill, steal, and destroy. And I was hearing that off a couple of videos. So that got me kind of thinking. When you look in the media as far as what's been going on lately with the trial between Tory and Megan, and it's a lot of division on that end. It's a lot of divisions with fathers and sons, you know, and different things like that. So I noticed that this is happening around the time that we as Black people are trying to build. We as Black people are trying to come together, not just in America, but also in Africa. And, you know, we're trying to come together as one people, as one nation. And so I noticed that all of a sudden it's like all this division is now in the media, and it's now being pushed around, you know, the different social networks. So I wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit, because you know that Jesus said that a house divided cannot stand. And so they're trying to divide us. And the sad part is, it's not just white people trying to divide us. It's also Black people trying to divide us. Anytime you notice that you see poor people, uneducated people trying to move ahead, trying to educate themselves, trying to go further in life, it's Black people that are holding them back. It's Black people that are knocking them down. It's Black people that are looking at them almost like, how dare you want a better life? And I want to share a video with you.
Formed a society limited to those who could prove their families had lived in the city at least 30 years. They called themselves the Old Settlers Club.
Many of the old settlers are successful largely because of relations they've established with wealthy whites. These African Americans find the new African Americans as a threat to their leadership. They're not as polished, they're not as mannered. As somebody once told me, the problem is they didn't work for white people.
Ida B. Wells would make it clear which side of this social divide she stood on in 1906. She had been elected to organize a charity ball for the Frederick Douglass Center, built in memory of her old friend who had passed. The previous year's gala had been held at the prestigious Masonic Temple downtown. But Ida instead set her sights on the boisterous stroll and a rich Southside hustler named Robert T. Motts.
Now, Robert T. Motts was a gambler, fairly shady person. But Robert Motts went to Paris, discovered Parisian entertainment, decided that his community needed something like that. A place where African Americans could put on plays, write comedies, enjoy African American music.
Motts already had the location, a disreputable saloon in the heart of the stroll.
Robert T. Motts, however he gained his money, was rich. And so he had the money to invest in something that he could be proud of.
Mott's Peking Theater was his chance to turn over a new leaf. When he gave Ida B. Wells a tour, she saw the makings of a first-class establishment.
The place was beautiful. She thought it provided class because it moved him away from selling booze. She liked the idea that it provided an opportunity to see African-American artistic excellence.
I felt that the race owed Mr. Motts a debt of gratitude for giving us a theater in which we could sit anywhere we chose without any restrictions.
When Ida announced her event will be held at the Peking, many in Black high society were outraged. Citing Mott's reputation, the Chicago Daily News refused to even print the announcement. But the loudest assault came from the neighborhood churches.
African-American minister, spearheaded by Archibald Carey Sr., campaigned against holding an event for the African American elite in a place like the New Pekin Theater. He gave sermons about it. Not only at his own church, he gave sermons at other churches. Ida B. Wells hated hypocrisy. She'd been a member of Bethel AME, and she remembers when a former pastor had been guilty of inappropriate relations with members of his congregation and had been expelled, only to be brought back with the support of people like Archibald Carey.
As you can see in that video, as soon as they would want to do better for themselves, as soon as they want to get ahead, who is it giving them pushback? The elite Black people, the church people. You know, they're okay with getting a preacher back who was doing wrong, you know, who was sexually assaulting people, but to help another Black man come up, no, that's to them, they seen that as being wrong. That was going on then, and it's still going on today. As I was saying before, as I said in other videos, at this point that we're in, we cannot change how people see us. We cannot change people's opinions about us. The only thing we can do is change ourselves. The only thing we can do is to continue to move forward, to continue to build, and just cancel all that other noise out, because that's all it is noise and distraction. Also, I wanted to touch on this, especially for my young women out there. The term, the bag, everyone wants to, and this goes to the young guys out there as well. It's nothing, absolutely positively nothing wrong with wanting money, pursuing money, going after money, getting money, because you need money to survive in this world. You need money even if you want to help other people. You can't help other people financially. I don't mean just give them money, but just being in a position that you're stable, that you can now help other people, start organizations or whatever it may be in order to help other people. You need money to do that. If I can be a billionaire right now today, I would be a billionaire today. So it's not that money is evil. It's the people who chase out the money that makes it evil. Money is great. Money is a beautiful thing. And like I said, money is a blessing, and money can allow you to help other people. So this isn't a knock against money. It's the knock against the mentality some people have when it comes to pursuit of money. And they're willing to do, you know, it's like they're willing to do almost anything to get that money. And that term, chasing the bag, when you think about it, right, and this is what I want you to think about, like I said, especially for my young women, it's like, what are you willing to do to get that bag? As well as to my young men, what are you willing to do to get that bag? Because the thing that I want you to think about, in the Bible, Jesus had 12 disciples. The person that was holding the bag, the money bag, was Judas. Judas was a thief. Knowing that Judas was a thief, Jesus still gave him that position to carry the bag. He had 11 other men that he could have gave that job to, but he gave it to the thief. Remember, the devil came to kill, steal, and destroy. So he gave the money bag to a thief who was stealing out of the money bag. How many people are going around now saying that the industry stole from them? They feel that somebody stole from them. They was after the bag, but something happened and it was stolen. Money was stolen out of the bag. Then if you think about it, Judas betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. He was so greedy for money that he was willing to give up a person that he looked at as a friend. Well, Jesus looked at him as a friend. How many people are being betrayed now by their friends, by their people that they thought was down with them, people who they thought was having their back? And then what was the last one? The devil came to kill. Well, the first one actually, the devil came to kill. How many people have died behind going after the bag? Look how many people in this year alone, rappers, have died, have lost their lives because somebody wanted their bag. Somebody wanted what they had, their jewelry, their money, whatever it may have been. They wanted that bag. So chasing the bag is not a good thing. It's evil. Because the devil came to kill, steal, and destroy. And the person that was holding the bag was Judas. He stole out of the bag. He sold Jesus out for 30 pieces of silver. And Jesus ended up dying on the cross. So when you pursue money, you have to put God first. And then you can't be willing to do any and everything for that money. Like I said before, money is not evil. It's the pursuit, how people go after the money, that makes it evil. It's the people. It's what you're willing to give up. Are you willing to sell your soul for the money? Are you willing to lie on other people for the money? Are you willing to betray people for the money? What are you willing to do to get to the bag? That's the question. And as I said before, especially as women, because women, we cannot do the same thing as men do. So especially as women and as young men, you have to be grounded in a strong foundation. So when you go out there in the world, stuff will come up against you. Stuff will come to, they will come to manipulate you. People will come to betray you. They will smile in your face like they're your friends, and then turn their backs on you and lie on you and do everything like that. So you have to have a strong foundation. So when you see this stuff coming, or if something happened to you, or you find yourself in certain environments, you're not going to get caught up in that. You will still have a strong foundation and be self-secure in who you are as a person, that you're able to walk away from that you're able to say, no, I'm not down with that. And so that's basically all I wanted to share with you today. And I hope everyone have a blessed day. Peace.